Okay, Philemon 13 through 22. Whom I have, whom I would have retained with me. This is still talking about Philemon. That in your stead he might have ministered to me in the bounds of the gospel. Now, it wasn't determined most except the fact that Philemon came to Paul while he's in prison. But you can read into it and see that, well, he may have been put in prison because of his escape, because of him being a slave, and not Philemon, but Onesius. Philemon, Onesius may have been put because until Philemon was given word to get him out. So that may have been a possibility too. He may have been put in prison because of him running. But either way, Paul saw it as an opportunity to be ministered to by him. He came to do what he was, to help, to aid, to uplift, to tell about what was happening on the outside. And because Paul was a Roman citizen, he would have had visitors while in prison. Verse 14. But your mind would I do nothing, that your benefit should not be, as it were, of necessity, but willingly. So he's telling Philemon, you don't have to do this. He's saying, but if you want, you'll help me. But without your mind would I do nothing. That your benefit should not be, as it were, necessity, but willing. Sometimes just being willing to do certain things to help others benefits us by making us closer to God. Don't really benefit us financially, but that's spiritual. Because wouldn't God do what he can, apart from sinning, to help us? Wouldn't Christ give up some things so we can have them? Christ made a sacrifice for us. We should be willing, not do it because we have to, but willing to sacrifice for each other. Verse 15. For perhaps he therefore departed for a season. He left for a time. We learn from this Genesis that same thing happened with Hagar. She ran because of her mistreatment. Now we ain't given why Philemon ran, but we are told that I believe he does come back. Hagar ran, and was told by God to come back. Philemon ran. Onesius ran from Philemon and was told by Paul, you should go back. That he should receive him forever. He's saying he left. Philemon left. Philemon left so Paul could win him to the Lord. Because he met with Paul, Philemon came to faith. Because he came to faith, he was no longer just a slave, but a brother in Christ. Not now a servant, okay, but above a servant, a brother beloved, especially to me, but how much more unto you both in the flesh and unto the Lord. He's saying because he is now a brother, he should be willing to serve you better than he would have been just being a servant. He would be more beneficial to you, just as he has to me. It's like a boss with a Christian. employee. At one time it was viewed as great because you could trust them, you could rely on them to do their job because they stood for something greater than just getting paid. This is the type of work he would now be doing. Verse 17, if you count me therefore a partner, receive him as myself. So he's saying, receive him on my account. You respect me, take my word about him, and receive him back. Christ did the same thing for us. When he put that stamp of the blood in our lives, he was saying to God, I got this covered by not my name, but the man. Verse 18. If he has wronged you or owes you aught, put that on my account. We learn from the stories of the Good Samaritan that he did the same thing. And the Good Samaritan is viewed as a story of Jesus describing himself. Our debt was paid for sin. Our debt of sin was paid, but it wasn't by others. It wasn't by us. It's by Christ. We couldn't pay the debt. It was too much for us to pay. Now, Paul realizes that he ran away and he may have cost Philemon some money. Paul's saying, just let me handle that. Accept him back. Whatever he's cost you, I'll pay for it. Okay. Verse 19. I, Paul, have written it with my own hand. I will repay it, albeit, and do not say to you how you owe unto me even your own self besides. So Paul was saying, I'll pay this. Don't worry about it. It'll pay. I'm writing this. He's pretty much making a contract with him. He's saying, I will pay you. You don't have to worry about it. I'm writing it down. It's good as paid. Verse 21. Verse 20. Yeah. Yea, brother, let me have joy of you in the Lord. Refresh my bowels in the Lord. Bowels in this time is deep down, is what it means. Deep down in your body. Today we would say in our heart. Yea, brother, let me have joy of you in the Lord. Refresh my heart in the Lord. That would be what we say today. We would probably want to say, yea, brother, but we would say heart. So deep down, he ain't saying I'm hiding it. He's saying let me feel it deep down. Because if it's deep down, Paul is going to be brought out by God. Because the joy is in the Lord, not in what Paul did, not in what his brother did. The joy is in the Lord because having confidence in your obedience, I wrote unto you, knowing that you will also do more than I say. Paul trusted in Philemon, trusted that Philemon, because he was a brother in Christ as well, would know that Paul just won one. Paul allowed Ananias to walk out so he could win him to the Lord. And Paul had confidence that he would receive him back as a brother. Too many times, though, we can put too much confidence in people and be disappointed. But oftentimes we overlook what people are fully capable of. And we disappoint in people. Verse 22. Don't believe it. Okay, that's verse 22. But withal, prepare me also a lodging, for I trust that through your prayers I shall be given unto you. So Paul was saying, I believe I'm going to be set free. Keep a place so I can come I plan to come to your house, come back to visit Philemon. When I come, keep a place for me. He believed that God was going to allow him out of where he had put him. He believed he was going to remove him. Okay, Genesis 7:4. Okay, Genesis 7:4. For yet 7 days, and I will cause it to rain upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights, and every living thing that I have made will destroy from the face of the earth. God can bring destruction. We can either recognize God as just a great destructor, or one who saved us from destruction. We can either turn to Him and be spared from judgment, or turn to Him and be avoid destruction, or turn from Him and face judgment.